For coming. I want to thank a lot Maurice Barthelme from the winery Albertmann to come by himself here in Hong Kong and in Macau for the first time. Some of you maybe know already him or his wines, so I want you to share this kind of afternoon with us and to share a lot of questions. If you have something you don't understand clearly about this kind of location in Alsace, he will be more than pleased to introduce all the details and to try most of his wine this afternoon. And we are going to begin with the red, with the Pinot Noir, which is quite unique for Alsace. When we think Pinot Noir, we think New Zealand or Burgundy, but in Alsace you have some kind of amazing winemaker like Maurice, which doing really his best about vinification, about work in the vinegar. So I want you to enjoy this afternoon of tasting and knowledge about this location in France. Please, thank you, Maurice.
I want just to say hello to everybody. In Alsace, I don't know what you say in English, applaudir, but we do at the end if the wine are good. If not, it's too early to start to applaudir before you have tasted the wine. Thanks to Cedric from Caudalie and thanks to Neil from the Sommelier Association of Macau to give me opportunity to speak a little about Alsace. Alsace is a very small country. In France, it's a little the same and very dynamic, and it's a little the same when you compare Macau or Hong Kong in compare of China. It's the same. Alsace has a lot of interesting things. Today, what I try to do is to give you a reason to appreciate Alsatian wine and maybe a reason to come and to visit us because it's a lovely place in Alsace. What is Alsace? First, one thing. Each viticulture thinks he made the greatest wine, and I made the same. I made the greatest wine because I love my wines. They are my baby. But what is interesting, you can not agree with me. What is important is to have a discussion. It's not a monologue, it's a dialogue, and it's interesting for me to see how you understand the wine and how you appreciate it and so on. First, just a little history about Alsace before we started, and after I will explain you the philosophy, the family, and different things. What is Alsace? As I say to you, it's a very small country. Why it's great for the wine? It's because it's climate. Alsace, when you compare, when you take the picture on this size, that, for example, that is France. This is France. And Alsace, we are just located on the east part, border with Germany. And it's 120 kilometers long, and it's only 8 kilometers large. And all the vineyard is protected from the Vosges mountain. And the Vosges mountain are located here. And Alsace is the driest country in France. When it's raining, it came for the ocean. Rain the day after in Paris. And when you arrive here, burn the size, because Colmar is the driest place with only 500 millimeter rain per year. And just 30 kilometers direct flight, when you go in the mountain, you have the place with the most raining, more than 2,000 millimeters. That means 4 to 5 times more raining than in Alsace. That is a perfect place. And after, it's the climate, it's what we have in winter, it's very cold. For 3 weeks we have minus 18. It can be cold, frozen. Spring is very nice. Summer can be hot, 35 to 38 degrees. And just raining at the good period. And what is very important for Alsace is the end of the season. Is especially before harvesting, September, October, is very important because we have this thermical amplitude, that means cool night and nice clear days, and this develops the flavor and preserve the freshness. Because the Alsace wine in general is wine with a lot of fruit, lovely purity, and wonderful acidity. And acidity is the backbone of the wine. We need this acidity. And in general, all the Alsatian wine in general are fermented in stainless steel tanks or in older ones, not in small barrel like in Burgundy. It's not work with oak, it's work because we want wine with a low purity, and it's perfect wine you can reach with some food. The second thing which is very important in Alsace, Alsace has the biggest geological diversity of all parts of the world. In 100 kilometers we found all geology you want. We have clay, limestone, sandstone, volcan, and so on and so. And why? Because for 50 million years, Alsace was a big mountain, and the Black Forest from Germany was one mountain. And a sea arrived, recovered all this mountain with some clay, some limestone, and some shelf, and so. And after, for 5 million years, it was very dry. It was period from the Jurassic. The dinosaurs disappear, and we get some volcanismus, some earthquake. And it pushed, and it's broken on different states, separate the Vosges mountains from the Black Forest, and we get the Rhine River, who was very important for Alsace. And this means, when you look the mountain a little, it's like a mosaic. It's the highest part is more granite soil, is more sandy, and all of the different sides, we have different kind of soil. And this is very important for us because it brings a lot of diversity in the wine. When you plant, for example, a Riesling with a grape variety from Alsace, or a Gewürztraminer in a lighter soil, and when you plant a Gewürztraminer in a richer soil, you can have the same flavor, but the structure of the wine can be completely different because we don't make some technologic wine, we want to make wine where the roots very deep in the subsoil. The third thing which is very important for Alsace, I explain you, and after we started with the first wine and we continue the discussion after. The Alsace is a small country. It's only, we own, Alsace is 15,000 hectares. That's the half production of New Zealand, the half superficie, to give you an idea. And we produce 1.2 million hectoliters of wine. That means 150 million bottles of wine per year. Mostly white wine, 90%, and only 10% red wine. The red wine is 100% Pinot Noir, and the white one we have the Gewürztraminer, Pinot Gris, Riesling, Pinot Blanc, the little Sylvaner, and the little Muscat. That's the main grape variety in Alsace. Why is it important, Alsace? Alsace was one of the richest countries in Europe during the Middle Age, because Alsace, we went not French in the Middle Age, we went a part of the German Empire. We was on the south part, and it was very important because in the Middle Age we export a lot of wine through the Rhine River in the Cour Royale, in the Royal King. Comment tu dis les cours royales? No, les cours. In the Middle Age, the money was in Great Britain, by the Dutch, by Denmark, and by the royal kings. Yeah. And we export double more than actually. Actually, the export in Alsace is 300,000 hectoliters. And 1448, we export 600,000 hectoliters. You see, and for the people who went in Alsace one time, when you see this old village, when you see this the old cellar, this came for this period where Alsace was a very rich part of this German Empire, because we have the corporation and we know exactly, all is written, we know exactly which wine we export at this period in the north part was the money. But 1648, after the 30 War, Louis XIV came, it was the King of France, and we went French.